What's good? Whoops, my bad, y'all. What's good, YouTube? I send this link out. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? London session just started. We're looking for some setups. If y'all been watched the Sunday chart analysis that dropped last night, make sure to check that out. But right now, we're just waiting for a price to see how it's going to react to these next levels. It's going to hit above or below it, and we're going to go from there. You guys got any questions? You already know the drill. You can drop them in the chat. I'm looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. But right now, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. So we're looking at NAS and a few other charts. Again, I went over all this in the Sunday chart analysis. A few things we have projected already. But looking at NAS and the other futures and indices, we are still bullish. But right now, we're waiting to see if it can hold this level at around 17,430, 17,440 as support. If it can, we can see continued buys going up towards this resistance level at 17,530. And depending on if we can break that level and hold that support again, we can see buys continue up to 17,600. All right, price can continue to hold this level of support and break this resistance level. We can see the uptrend, the higher high get made. So that's what we're waiting to see if price can do right now. If we can hold this level of support, if we can, then we're going to go for a buy going back to up to here. But price is going to have to hold and break 17,530 for the uptrend to continue. All right, we saw last night / one Sunday hit the support level down here, respected it as a support, and push back up to here. So we're going to see if we can continue to hold this level and continue its way back up. So we're going to be looking at NAS, gold, same thing. It's finally rejected and stopped attempting to push down. It broke this level that was being treated as resistance all last week. So now we're going to see how it reacts around 2036. If we can break and hold that level as a support, we can look for a possible buy. So we're waiting to see if it's either going to break this level, hold that support, or if it rejects this level and pushes back down, we're going to wait to see how it reacts around 2020. And we have this going on with a bunch of these charts, right? Just like we went over last week for the most part. We look at the chart last week. Price was struggling to break above or below certain levels, depending on if it was an uptrend or downtrend. So this week, we want to see it try to break these levels. So again, we're either going to see the trend continue or we're going to see a reversal happen. We already see some rejections and reversals starting to slightly happen on a few other charts. Like we can see with GA, all last week, price was trying to break this level and finally rejecting. So we're going to see what happens on its way down to around 92.20. But yeah, as of right now, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. Those just joining the string, this is just a trade idea. We're not into this yet. But yeah, we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. We got NAS retesting this level. So again, we're going to see if we can hold this level of support. If this level as resistance broke above us, and now it's doing the retest, see if we can hold that support. If we can, we can look for a buy setup here. We got a new 5 minute just started. We got another 5 minutes so the next 15 pops up. But yeah, like I said, we're just waiting to see how price reacts to these next levels, if it can break or hold them. And then from there, we're going to go for some setups. What we got going on here? What's going on, JR? What's going on? Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. We just got some trade ideas up. We haven't entered anything yet, though. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When you look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But we chilling, patiently waiting right now. See, NAS is still holding his level support, which is a good sign. We're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. What's going on, 82? Very day. Shout out to you. What's going on, Christian? So as far as news, I only got nothing crazy going on. Again, if you haven't watched the Sunday chart analysis free Telegram, make sure to check that out. But just waiting to see if volumes will pick up. It could be just a regular Monday and Tuesdays. Mondays and Tuesdays are usually the slow days of the week. But we're just waiting right now for price to meet our confirmation, right? So like we went over last night, we do have some bullish momentum on GN still. We still see price still holding this level right here around 780, 800 as a support. But what we don't see is price making a higher high and breaking these resistance levels above us, right? We look at last week. This was last Monday. This was Tuesday. Then this was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We see prices struggle to break this resistance level. And we see today prices rejected, but it's still holding as low as support. So we're waiting for price to do one of two things: either break this resistance level, hold it as support, where we can look for buys, or price rejects this level, starts trading as resistance, we can look for possible sells. So that's what we're doing right now. We see this happening with a lot of charts. Same thing with GJ, right? All last week, GJ struggled to break this resistance level, so now it's rejecting. So again, you see where my alerts are at. I'm just waiting to see which side of the coin price is going to go to. Because prices have obviously been struggling to go up or down since last week. So again, we're just waiting to see price break out of those levels so we can look for some setups. Same thing with NAS. NAS is bullish. It's been pushing up all night as projected. So now we're waiting to see if we can hold this level as support, where we can look for continued buys. We see price flew up on the other indices as well. Like if we look at SPX and US30. So again, we're just waiting for price to break or hold our next key price levels and then go from there. We see SPX looks very similar, right? Wick is pushing up all day as well. US30, well, not US300. I don't know what that is. US30, we see the same thing, bullish momentum. So again, we have this resistance level. So depending on US30 can break this resistance level at around 38,120, we can look for continued buys up. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just chilling, patiently waiting for price to move and break those levels we're looking at. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When looking at charts, drop them in the chat. Got a couple minutes to the next 5 minute pops up. You see NAS here is still holding at support, but again, we're going to need some volume to break these next levels. So that's what we're waiting to see what NAS can do for us. And as far as the other currency pairs, I got alerts on them. I'm just waiting for them to break some levels as well. We kind of see GJ. It's kind of just floating right now. So yeah, we're just chilling right now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmakerway_. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. About to write a couple trade ideas up. Make sure that first thing in the description, you see how we did last month and last quarter. We're going to pull up how we're doing so far this month because I think, we got it's ending in 2 days, right? When's the 31st? Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday's going to be the last day of the month. So we're going to do the recap of the month later on this week. So we're going to go over how we're doing so far last of this month and how we did last week. We're going to pull that up in a second. But yeah, I'm mainly watching NAS and gold right now. I got alerts from the currency pairs, but they're still, just floating and ranging, so nothing can really do too much about that. Let's actually see what GA is up to, see if it broke that level we was looking at. Yeah, it just hasn't done that retest though. It broke it about an hour ago. So let me do this. Let me move this down just in case it does push back up. So GA is in a similar situation, right? We have bullish momentum. The price has been struggling to break that next level and make that higher high. So depending on how it reacts today, hopefully it's not like last week where it just ranged all day. Because obviously, price is stuck in a box. It can't really do too much, and we can't really make any money. So I want to see it break out those levels, which is why we're just waiting for it to do that. Because when it breaks out this level, it's either going to continue to go up or continue to go down. So that's really what we're just waiting on right now. I don't really understand how to identify reversals or the trend. Make sure to watch this video I'm about to drop in the chat right now. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When looking at the charts, drop in the chat. All right, but we're going to go ahead and pull up the Telegram and go over how we did last week and how we're doing so far this month. So I'm liking NAS right here. Still has low support. I'm going to go for a buy in a second. Writing some trade ideas up. But if you hit that first link, you're going to see the link to the live, of course. Then you'll see the Sunday chart analysis I dropped last night. A few things already went as projected, but not too much so far. And this is how we did last week. So last week was very choppy and very slow. So we didn't catch as many pips as usual, but that's just part of the game. Not every day, every week's going to be the same. But Monday, we caught 175 pips. Tuesday, 15. Wednesday, 30 pips. Thursday, 460. And on Friday, didn't take any trades. In the week, 680 pips cut. Went 6-0. Not all TPs got hit on most of the charts. I think only like maybe one trade hit all TPs. The other ones were like ranging between like TP2 and TP4. It was just one of those weeks. But a lot of the stuff did go as projected from last week's Sunday chart analysis. You can see screenshots, positions, all that good stuff. So we went 2-0 on Monday. Took 2 positions there. And then, for the rest of the week after that, price was just kind of rangy. We just hit like TP2 on GJ. And then you see TP3 right here, TP7. So it was a very rangy weekend. A lot of the trades end up being kind of like swing trades. But that's how we did last week. The week before that, we scroll back up. Went 6-0 again, caught 13,763 pips. So you see a huge difference between last week and the week before. And then the other week before that, we went 5,650 pips caught, 4-0. And then if you scroll to December 31st, you're going to see how we did last month, December, how we ended last year. All right, we went 22-1, only took one loss last month, giving us a 96% win rate. We caught 24,481 pips, 24,089 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Every trade posted has the date, time trade was entered, personal entry, SLs, TPs, how people view to enter the trade, reactions, TPs getting hit, screenshots of positions, all that good stuff. And we're going to go over how we did last quarter in a second. But I see price moving a little bit, so let me make sure I'm not missing. Looks like GJ's pushing back up. Again, I'm not really messing with GJ in the middle of this stuff. I'm waiting for it to either break this level and hold as support or break this level, hold as resistance. I don't really care what it does in here. I don't really care what it does in here at all. If I got alerts on most of these charts, maybe. Holding this level of support, as we can see. We see each time it hit this level, it's failed to hold as resistance, push back up, which is very low volume the majority of last week. That Monday was the one we had the most volume, shot up, failed to hold that level as support, retraced back down, continue to hold this level as support. But you see after Monday, price just was dead all the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? This was Monday, this was Tuesday, this was Wednesday, this was Thursday, and then this was Friday. So again, price was not doing too much. So again, unless you caught this move up or you went for this move down, there wasn't really too much to do or to catch last week. That is, and that's with a lot of charts. I like how Nas is looking right here. So we're gonna see how this 15 closes, and then we're gonna go from there. But I do like how this is looking right here. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When looking at these charts, drop them in the chat. Yeah, I like how Nas is looking right here. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this next week looks like. Yeah, so we're gonna let that trade run and see how far it can go. Got GN looking like it's about to reattempt to try to break this level. Again, if it holds this as resistance, we could look for a sell setup here. We punching the gun a little bit early. I'm gonna put alert right here. Again, we are still bullish, but depending on how it reacts between these two levels here, we could see a reversal come into play. But again, price is struggling to go up. It's only got one other option, which is to go down, and vice versa. So we're gonna go from there, see what price does. I feel like this level is a little bit off. I'm gonna have to fix that. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Y'all must be asleep up in here today, because compared to Friday and Thursday last week, it was way active. I must be still waking up or something. But it's all good. Yeah, we went over this in the Sunday chart analysis last night as well, but it did the drop off this resistance level like an hour before London session. We see this the 2 a.m. candlestick right here. Obviously, we went live at 3 a.m., which was the candlestick right here. So again, we're waiting for price to either retrace back up to this level where we can go for a sell, or we're just going to have to wait for it to come to this level and wait for either retracement or for price to break back below this level. So I'm still going to mark this off just in case it does come back up. I do got an alert waiting for it, but I'm not taking the trade right now. I'm not taking the trade right now. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. I want to see how GN reacts to this level right here. Again, there's not really any high impact news today. We do have an orange folder when markets reopen, though. As far as the London session, New York, we don't have anything going on. We do got a bunch of high impact news popping out this week, though, in general. Specifically, well, we do have some tomorrow. Obviously, specifically the ones on Wednesday and Friday are going to be most interesting. We do got some high impact news on Thursday as well. All right, we got a new month starting this week. NAS pushing up, going as projected. Gold kind of taking a nap. Yeah, everything else is just chilling, all right? Might wake up in the next hour or so, though. This thing's like a point. Yeah, just hit the first TP. All right, members, y'all should be blue and anyone that took this trade. So we take another setup. It's going to go into the free Telegram. Members always get the first trade. Let's see what's going to keep on pushing for us, though. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When we're looking at charts, drop in the chat. We're only in one position right now. Again, if we're to keep on pushing, it's going to have to break this level of traffic in between this zone right here. If we can break that level, we can see price continue to push up. All right, gold's not too much. We're going to look at some other charts. I'm just watching paint dry. Let's see. BJ is still trying to make his mind up as well. I'm gonna pull up. I looked at GU. I'm gonna pull up some other lot. You to trade GU, but GU is still a mess, which is why we haven't been trading it. As you can see, no higher highs or lower lows being made. It's just a consolidated mess. Right? It's been struggling to make his mind up literally since December 15th. So literally a whole month and some change, which is why we haven't been looking at it. Now, Euro USD has been having a little bit more volume than GU, as we can see right here. So I wouldn't be against looking for a possible sell setup here. It would have to break below like 830, 820 though for me to look for a sell, which is attempting to do as we speak. So I might just place a little alert here just in case. But yeah, many things I want to pay attention to is GJG and GA. Just wanting to see how they react to these next couple levels. I got alerts on gold. Can you give me the? I don't know what you're trying to say, SNR. I don't know what you're trying to say. Support and resistance. I went over the price levels. Let me see. And they're also in the Sunday chart analysis. So if you're not on the free Telegram, watch the Sunday chart analysis. I go over literally all the prices and levels in the Sunday chart analysis. If you haven't watched that yet, make sure to watch it. It's not that long. It's literally just 8 minutes long, shorter than your favorite TV show. All right. Episode, that is. But anyways, I'll go over them again really quick as far as the levels we're looking at right now. But before we forget, speaking of free Telegram, you scroll to January 4th. Let's get out of this so we can still pay attention to what's going on. I'll move that over. You go to January 4th, you're going to see how we did last quarter. All right, that's October, November, December combined. We caught 240,157 pips, 207,561 strictly with the members in the advanced play series. October, we went 32 and 5, caught 157,608 pips. November, we went 22 and 1, caught 58,068. And then December, we went 22-1 again, caught 24,481 pips. Ended the quarter 76-7, giving us a 96% win rate. All 3 months combined. Same thing. Every trade post has got the date, the time, entry as L's, how people enter the trade, reactions, TPs getting hit. Do the recap the day at the end of every day. Do the recap of the week at the end of every week. Same with the end of every month. All wins and losses are posted and documented. And literally all trades we take, we break down or enter during these live streams, as well as we break them down during the Sunday chart analysis. And we go to right here and go to photos. There's over 1,000 photos of screenshots of positions I personally took. That's not a screenshot, it's a video. Let's actually go to the right thing. Screenshots of the actual signals, all that good stuff. And also plenty of screenshots, student results, testimonials, all that great stuff. So make sure to check all that out. There's plenty all over my Instagram as well. Check and look at all that good stuff. But yeah, let me pull up GJ. I'm going to go over those levels again. But yeah, I can check all this good stuff out right here. The student results. Boom, boom, boom. That was back when TikTok banned me for the 3rd time. Shout out to TikTok. Speaking of which, follow me on TikTok, y'all. We got almost 2,000. We got 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to y'all. We hit 2,000 subscribers, I think, on Friday last week or Saturday. Shout out to y'all. But we got 2,000 subscribers and we got almost 2,000 followers on Instagram. I know some of y'all be on TikTok. Follow my new TikTok so we can reach more people on there as well. Like I said, that was the main reason why we stopped the TikTok lives, because they banned my other account, and then like nobody followed my backup. So it is what it is though. We look like we got some action about to pop off on these other charts. So let's get rid of EU. Let's pull up GJ back up. And then we can go over those levels really quick. So again, I went over this in the Sunday chart analysis. I'm personally, I should say, waiting for price to do one of two things. Either break above and hold 180.30 as support where I can look for buys, or if it breaks below 187 and holds that resistance, we can look for sells. There is room in between, but I'm not really concerned about these pips in between. I'm waiting for price to break out of this consolidation so we can see either higher highs or lower lows get made. That's all I'm really concerned about. But yeah, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. In one trade right now with the members. We're in a NAS position currently, but that's about it right now. You'll see shortly a screenshot of it on my story. What else we got up in here? We're here. Appreciate that, J-Rod. We're working night shift at a CNA. Was it multiple people on your thing? Shout out to you, though. I used to work night shift a lot, too. I am a night owl, as y'all can see, because it is, 3 a.m. for me. But I used to work. I was just talking to a member about that during one of the one-on-one sessions. That's what kind of got me into London session, was when I was working graveyard shift. Depending on what job, usually graveyard shift, you can basically do whatever. So I was using that time to get paid, but also like learn trading. And then when I stopped working graveyard, when I was still working 2 jobs, it was just a different shift. I was working like all day, all the way to all night. So I didn't really have time to actually practice trading or go on the charts until it was London session, which was, the few hours before I had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So I used to literally wake up at like 2, 3 a.m., look for some setups, take some trades, and then at like 5 a.m., take a quick nap. Then at like, what was it like? It was either 4 or 5 a.m. I took a nap. I can't remember anymore. It was either 4 or 5 a.m. I took a nap. I knew I had to leave the house at like 7, though. So I had to leave the house at like 7. Had work at 8. So yeah, that's probably why I like London session right now as well. But yeah, NAS is still pushing. VA is still going. We got GM about to break this level. So again, we're not going to enter just because price is breaking it right now. We want to see if it can hold it as a resistance, because again, we see the last time price broke this level, didn't hold as resistance. Last time price broke this level, bounced one time, then shot back up. So again, this is how a lot of times y'all be getting caught in these fake outs or liquidity sweeps. It's just simply because y'all didn't just wait. It's simply just waiting for the candlestick to close. 5 minutes won't hurt you. 10 minutes won't hurt you, right? But a lot of times when y'all see a big candlestick like this, you think, oh, I'm missing out on pips, or oh, it's about to take off on me. But that doesn't necessarily happen all the time, right? So again, we're waiting to see not only it break this level, but hold as a resistance. Just like right here. Price broke this level, but did it hold as resistance? No. So what would happen would it took a sell here? Would it took an unnecessary loss by just simply not waiting an extra 5-15 minutes to see if price was going to be able to hold. Same thing here. Held up for a little bit, but when it did the retest, failed to do so. Same thing here. Broke, failed to hold as resistance off the retest. But when we look here, we see multiple times price showed us holding as resistance before it took off and dropped. Simply just patiently waiting. All right, new 15 just popped up. Thank you, computer, for letting me know that GN broke a level. All right, cool. Other currency pairs are dropping as well. NAS still pushing up. Better see if we can hit this next TP. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button too when y'all in here. Joe. Gold's still chilling. It's literally been chilling in the same place since London session started. Well, before London session. Now we're gonna see what this next 5 and 15 does. See how it's still reacting, treating as support. We'll see. We also see it's trying to attempt. It looks like to maybe try to break down below it.